from Ontario sent down today another LT230 transfer case, which was a kind of a mystery really, because I don't know why I sent it. It feels really nice. There's some bits missing, but alright, have I got that? Is that in diff lock? No, this way, isn't it? Not got a very good start, is it? Is it? Not going into diff lock. Ah, there we go, that's in. But it feels really beautiful, I must admit. So we're going to have a strip down. Now it is a TD5 one, because on here you've got the place for a sensor, and also you've got a bracket on here for cables and bits and pieces. Unfortunately it's a 1.141 ratio. However, if you can remember a few weeks ago he sent me a 1.22, so we're going to change the gears. Once it changes gears, it makes sense for a TD5 because they'll pull it quite easy. It looks like this has been in bits before because it's all silver painted, and like I said, there's a few bits missing. We've got most of the bits here, fortunately, if we're going to mess about and change bits and pieces over. But we've done this before, we've done it 1,000 times now, stripping transfer cases down. But this time I've got another camera over here, so I'm going to try and sync two cameras together. I don't know, so that's the reason for this. So let's get on with this. Let's pull those flanges off. I'll keep this under the bench now, like Arkwright. Keep it under the bench. Where's the airline? Well, it hasn't got a new seal on there. Seal surface looks good. Wash is good. Nuts good. If you ever get one of these rebuild kits from Ashcroft, you have to buy the nuts separately if you want to put new nuts on them. It's funny that, because I mean, they send gasket sets, but nobody ever uses the gasket sets because we all use sealer. I don't know what's going on there. Come on. Come on. That's tight. Again, the old felt washers, felt better days. The newer vehicles, the Pumas, are actually Loctited onto these shafts. So that's that. That's that. Now, whilst we're here with the 30mm, we might as well take off this nut here. So we'll take off the stalking, spin that nut, spin that nut off there. Now we're just going to keep that on there just for now. Well, that's not it. But what we're going to do now is take off all the bits and pieces that we usually do. We'll start by this cover here. I'll go and get some sockets, which I forgot to get. 13mm for those. I'll use this gun. Now, before we take that out, we're going to mark it up. I've got my letter punches. Now, this is number 3. So we're going to mark all the bits with a 3 this time. Is that a 3? It is now. So we don't want to get the bits mixed up. That's a 3. And that's a 3. that's good. You mark them up with crayon or something like that. When we blast them off, it's all going to come out. Right. Well, it's got sealer on it. There you see that. Done with that. Put that up there. That's 15, isn't it? Dismantling tool available in the shop. Not many left now. No. Yeah. So somebody's been in this before, obviously. I never checked if it got any oil in it. I don't know. That'd be a bugger, isn't it? I never checked for the oil. This could be fun. I like them like this when they're clean. You know, they're all nice and clean, so not messing it up. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's good. Well, while this is here in this angle, we might as well pop that bottom cover off. Do as many bolts as you can out in one position. We'll take the side cover off as well while we're at it. I'll have to come off. That's them off. Ooh. They've done belt and braces on that one. They've put a paper gasket on and sealer. Nice, eh? Same with that one. So they're going to get a bath in the old parts washer. Now we were up against this bit here, weren't we? Now that doesn't have the screws in, does it? See, this is one of the problems with this sealer, is it blocks over the hole for the feed. Might as well get it off here while it comes off. Now, has this got the hole in the gear? It should have. They're nice. Really nice. Put that together. Alright. Oh, that's like a greasy type of poo. It just looks like it's sealer, but it hasn't sealed. Odd. Right, so the next thing we're going to take off this cover. Yeah, this hasn't been put back together again very long. It's nice and clean. There's no, you know, muck on it or anything like that. Yeah, paper gaskets. Now I don't think the TD5 would have had paper gaskets. It would have been all silicone. Now the next thing we're going to do, we've got a bit of spillage today, but it's not too bad. Next thing we're going to do is take off this Allen bolt here and get the ball out. Spring, and can we get the ball out? Yep, there's the ball out. I've seen that trick 100 times. Must be tricky seeing it. Right, that's that off. We might as well take this off while we've got the 10mm handy, because it's all got to be stripped down and have a look and see what this is like. Yeah, this can go back onto a TD5 with a higher ratio box. Now hopefully we won't get into too much trouble when we do this, because there is the main gear which is a different size. Oh look, there's 2 bolts missing outside already. There's hardly any bolts on the outside. Let me get an extension bar. It's missing. Well, they haven't had Loctite on them, that's for sure. Over there. The bolts are very much the same, there's not much difference in them. These are all the same length, except for the one great big one. Oh, there, miss it. That's good. Now, that's splitting. Yes. Yeah, they put paper gaskets on. Yeah, this has just been recently done, look. Look, there's still grease on the bearings when they put the bearings together. Well, that's good. And the bearings look brand spanking new. I wonder why they put paper gaskets on. Oh, never mind. We'll strip all that lot down later. The next thing we're going to do is take that little bolt out of there. There we go. You see, that's not being out. But that's what happens when you've got a long bar on. It bounces a bit. So now, we might as well take that bit out. The beauty about this is now we've got 3 transfer cases that I'm going to get JP to remachine the housings out, because this one's not too good. We haven't got any pins, new pins, but this isn't too bad. And what JP does, he puts them in his grinder and grinds them back down again till they're round, and then we put a new ring on, and they've been quite nice because we make the bush fit the pins. And then we simply roll that out like that and put that there. They're all good. I like it. And then 13s for that one. Oh no, 15. You have some long studs on the TD5 at the bottom. I seem to remember they had a balance weight on them. 1 or 3. Oh, there's 3 there. This might be a very quick job if it's just a matter of cleaning up and changing the gears. I mean, if it is, I'll show you in a minute, but if it is a rebuilt box, well, they didn't pay particular attention to cleaning the insides. Let's get this bit off and we can show you. So far so good, all the bolts are coming out without stripping. That is to say, nobody's cross-threaded them. And you can see that the what's it called? Inductor here. Is it an inductor reducer? Well, I don't know. Electronic sensor is different to the Discovery ones. They're black. These are green. These are for TD5. So that's really good to know. Well, I suppose it's good to know. Is that the socket for that one? That's 8. 8. I used one of our sockets on the press and it demolished it. There we go, that's that out. That's that out of there. Yeah, all it is a little magnet inside here, and this thing spins round. And, well, it does whatever it does. So, now those bolts are out of there. Let's see where we can get a purchase on this. Oh, there's a dowel coming up. Oh, there comes the diff unit. There it is. Excellent. A nice little priming point off there. And we're in. Yeah, this has got the blue gear on this one. Bearings are nice. But what I was saying to you is, you know, if it's sort of been rebuilt, they haven't even cleaned the inside of the casings out. Pretty grotty, really. So that's your lot. What's the seals like? Oh, the seals are flat. But the important piece is this piece here. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. And this selector. They must match together. There's hardly anywhere on this at all. Nice. Like I said, this one bearing here looks original, and they've replaced that one. See what I mean? They've replaced that one. You can see that's the original bearing because you can see how dirty it is in here. So my favourite job of all, cleaning. I think what I'll do is get my big thing of petrol out and just soak them in old petrol again, because that seemed to be the best way to do it. I tell you what, I'll tell you this. What I'll do this time is I'll put them in the container, and then it won't stink. Brilliant. So that's it. So it's not a bad box. It's good. It's almost there. Just a good clean up. Couple of bearings. And notice too, this has got the silver bolts on here as well. So I'm just wondering if somebody's been into this to change the gears, because when we put the gears on the shafts, when we turned it, it was really, really nice. But it's like I say, it's most unusual to put sealer on the gasket papers on, and silicone as well. So I don't know. Right, let's get them cleaned up and we'll come back. But now, once this casing's all clean, we'll send it down to JP and we'll get him to machine this out, because this is really bad. I didn't realise when I first put my finger in it. On this side here, this is like the thrust side. There's a big groove in there. So we can get set up, and this is what I like about some of these jobs. If you do 3 at once, because it saves him setting his milling machine up just for one. He can bang 3 out at the same time to bore them, and then make the bushes fit the pins. This will speed the job up tremendously, because we were going to buy some bushes from Ashcroft's, but we'll just get JP to make them, because he's got to machine these out anyway. And he seems to prefer to like to make the bushing fit the hole, not the other way around. Like, you can buy an Ashcroft bush, but and then bore it to suit, but he prefers to do it a tight fit, so the bushing is machined to fit the hole. You'll get it later, but it's kind of easy. So let's get cleaned up let's get these pieces all washed up and ready to go, and then we'll sort of go into some of these boxes that's over here and look for the gears, and we'll put them on the bench and we'll compare them. Go compare. See ya.